Neil Young left his wife of 35 years for Daryl Hannah because he's going through a dying of the light, never banged a mermaid crisis. Drilling for fracking isn't his cup of tea. When Neil Young gives her facials, he calls it acid rain. Can I get a holla for hitting the trifecta punchline in honor of Forever Young? That's actually Bob Dylan, not Neil Young. But good to know that he's drilling Daryl Hannah at will and that he's still rocking in the free world. Ah! There's actually a soundtrack for 13 Reasons Why on vinyl. If you play it backwards, it says, sell your soul to Apple and the Chinese like Trent Reznor. He doesn't sound so suicidal anymore these days, does he? Can I get a holla for Trent? Looking very cushy, comfortable, posh in his leather jacket in every photo I've ever seen. Come rain or shine, holla! I'm not joking. There's actually a soundtrack for 13 Reasons Why on vinyl. If you play it backwards, it says, Trump is wrong. Suicide is for winners, like Hunter S. Thompson, who don't believe in pleasing God like Tim Tebow. I'm serious. If you play the record, 13 Reasons Why backwards, it also says, Joker is laughing all the way to the bank. At least your dad never cut up your wedding speech at your younger brother's wedding, 3 grandchildren blessed later. Or at least your cokehead younger brother doesn't call you a loser after you write for TV twice, write 2 books, and produce 3 fuss-free kids. Can I get a holla for me not having hatred in my heart towards my brother, but I do host a comedy podcast. I have done 127 episodes already, and no one from my immediate family has any intention of listening to the entirety of any of them anytime soon, so with all due respect, Lord, they can all collectively fuck themselves. Ah! Thank you very much. But I'm serious. If you play the record, 13 Reasons Why, backwards, it also says, the Beatles are overrated. See, I was giving my younger brother love there. I'm sorry. It's John Lennon. Paul McCartney solo stuff is Snuggles soft. I'm not talking regular soft. More like 1500 thrice count. 13 Reasons Why vinyl. I need to listen to this to get into a suicide mood because I'm ultra sensitive, soft, and I need counseling from Netflix because I binge on their love when I've got no one else to love me. Holla! That was so dark. I'm not trying to make fun of suicide here, folks. I just can't believe there's a 13 Reasons Why soundtrack on vinyl, no less. I mean, what Gen Xers out of the blue are spending time in bars? So I'm like, hey, make an amazing collection where I can really upgrade. My hair metal like wing that my wife already wants to divorce me over. I'm gonna get 13 Reasons Why. So if my wife does eventually kick me out of the house, I'll be able to listen to that. At the very least, I'm sure I can get that in divorce, and I'll be able to get into I don't know, what music they play in that? A goth, ambient, type mood. And, I would think that the soundtrack would have some, like, upbeat tracks, that wouldn't be so dark and brooding, like typical, masturbatory material before Trent Reznor used to, get in the mood before selling his soul to China. Can I get a holla for Trent Reznor? Looking like he must spend $5 million for his beer trim every day. Holla! Doesn't look like he's at a war in the world. Holla! Henry Rollins looked 20 million times older compared to Trent. Holla! And I've always liked Henry Rollins. Way better than Trent Reznor. Holla! Ego is way less insufferable. Holla! Yeah, great. I mean, what, Trent Reznor, he does, what, curation for Apple? Great. So he's able to push more shitty YouTube music on my fucking iTunes when I used to listen to it that I don't listen to in the first place. I love Joshua Tree. And I like the fact that Bono quotes Bukowski. I think that's cool. But let's get back to some jokes. Who can trust Trump's America? Economists, the stock market, the Electoral College, MAGA hat vendors at Trump rallies sending their kids to college already. Can I get a holla? 4, you can only hope to contain them. I'm in the zone. I'm in it to kill it. Holla! It's me at Barnes & Noble. Do it all that. Do parents ask you for books about eco-anxiety? And the Barnes & Noble lady I was talking to laughed. And then the Barnes & Noble lady says, I met a 10-year-old girl scared of the rain. And I said, if kids were reared on Andrew Dice Clay records, they wouldn't be so temperamental. And the Barnes & Noble worker laughed, long time! Aaron Sorkin says, Zuckerberg, Mark Zuckerberg, Zit Face Zuck, a.k.a. Goodwill Hoodie. Aaron Sorkin, creator of The West Wing sitcom, says Zuckerberg is assaulting truth by allowing political ads to appear on his website. Wah, 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 Sorkin's crying because Martin Sheen isn't a better president than Trump in real life, and Jeff Daniels isn't even Tucker Carlson. Can I get a holla for the extreme legendary dumpage on Facebook and all of its hysterical resistors that now hate it too? The tsunami of A-list dumpage on top of Facebook, and everyone that gets so hysterical about it is about to begin. Holla! Signs the times are changing. Mama, that being my wife, says, the Washington Post called the leader of ISIS a religious scholar? NPR would have called him a burnout hashish head, suffering from Trump in charge now, anxiety max. How would I sum up manhood in the age of Me Too? Harper's Magazine. You can look. Actually, stop eye-fucking me to death with your eyes. Only stare at me with VR goggles, because I know your eyes are occupied with artificial objectification. But was that a mouthful? Kim Kardashian couldn't wrap her mouth around it. Can I get a holla for the queen of the Persian porcupine food chain, forever young, ultra scrumptious, Kim Kardashian? Justice, criminal justice lawyers are so high right now. Holla! She's studying to become a criminal justice lawyer. Go Kim. And I don't mean that sarcastically. I praised her before. So, how would President Pence lead Newsweek? I'd say issue an executive exorcism, but you don't believe in God or have a soul left to save. But Pelosi's district in San Francisco is progressive paradise, ushering in a new poop hopscotch rush as we speak. Can I get a holla for Nancy Denture Breath Pelosi, who's gone crazy over the rainbow, certainly gone swimming, stable genius put in her place, holla! Everything you need to ace American history in one big fat notebook today. Let me guess. Indians didn't torture, rape, or scalp infidels until ISIS showed them on YouTube how the big boys on the varsity squad got it done. Can I get a holla for the indirect dumpage on Barack Obama that never ends? Holla! And enough with ISIS and what great recruiters they are. Every time we kill the ISIS leader, enough with, it's going to make them so much easier to recruit more suicide bombers in the making. Give me a break! All ISIS does to recruit is target other lonely virgins on Facebook who wish their phones blow up. Can I get a holla for the punchline premise that always gets renewed life in the Doodle Dead Your podcast as long as you have crazy resistor rebel scum that insists that the leader of ISIS was a freaking religious scholar. Holla! Thank you very much. Facebook allowing Make America Great Again ads got Trump elected. I thought it was because 63 million branded racists didn't want their children to grow up in Obama's America, where ISIS went viral and GDP growth was slower than Joe Biden after a lobotomy. Sheryl Sandberg on political ads with Katie Couric. It's 2019, Katie. Nobody is influenced to vote from political ads on Facebook. Blog posts which are pro-Trumpian are coded as hate speech as a way to discourage fact dissemination. Sheryl Sandberg on political ads with Katie Couric. Political ads only represent 1% of our revenue. Couric snaps back with, fine. Care to comment on how digital currency hides pedo trails on the dark web with greater efficiency, bitch? Can I get a holla? Seth Rich, Joan Rivers, Anthony Bourdain, let's holla! Sheryl Sandberg on political ads with Katie Couric. We don't fact-check political ads. We just make it uncomfortable for paid-off Trump supporter actors that defend their integrity. Baby boomers hate how much the Trump kids have their shit together compared to theirs. Sheryl Sandberg on political ads with Katie Couric. We don't think the Russians are interfering with our elections. We do think Diamond and Silk are too Southern sassy sharp for Tom Arnold to handle in a sparring of wits. Can I get a holla for dumping on that fat, hysterical lesbian resistor? Holla! This is Bill Maher interviewing Ronan Farrow on Real Time. With Harvey Weinstein still free, Cosby still claiming innocence, do you feel all the awards showered on you will be relegated as mere participation trophies within the annals of history? Signs the times really are changing. My wife says, the Washington Post called the leader of ISIS a religious scholar? Even NPR called him too extreme for Al-Qaeda. I reply, they should have called him the Jackass of Islam instead. Thank you very much. This is the Do It All Dad Year podcast. Dad-friendly entertainment for you and me. Controlling our kids with comedy. Can make our kids great again. Audio versions will be done before Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights, and Christmas, and Kwanzaa. I don't know what Kwanzaa is, but I'm going to give some love to my Kwanzaa celebrating adoring fans out there. They'll all be available before the major gift-giving holidays right around the corner. And I will also be putting together my long-awaited release of my first ever stand-up comedy album, killerset@gmail.com. Can I get a holla for being a headline hooker maestro, but that also applying to my email addresses, because you can also send me fan mail at doitalldaddyear@outlook.com. Holla! And I'll talk to you guys soon.